Good afternoon, Fridge Talkers. How are we? I've missed you guys. 2 weeks. I've been away. Had a week in Cornwall, week up in Yorkshire. It was lovely. Tomorrow, Noah goes back to school, and I'm going to really miss him. And you know, I don't know, some kind of normality gets back. Anyway, what happened when I'm away? While I was away, the big thing and my big cry is if you're 47 right now thinking 2028, I'm going to be 55, I'm going to grab my pension and then maybe I'm going to work 2-3 days a week, maybe I'm going to set up my own business, maybe I'm just going to chillax. Sorry, needle that's been scratched. Retirement age is now going to be pushed down to 57, and that's from 2028. In all fairness, to access a personal pension plan was meant to be within 10 years behind state pension age. So for many years it was 50, state pension age was 60, 65. So moving it to 55, we saw that equalisation of state pension age go to 65. And in fairness, when state pension ages got moved, that tax-free cash should have gone up quite a few years ago now. So the fact it's now 57 would lead me to believe that shortly afterwards it will move to 58. And for those with a state retirement age of 70, you'll be looking at maybe 60 in order to get that tax-free cash element, which is 25% of the fund. I do not want to spend so many minutes on defining pension schemes. But what I would say to you for 5 minutes, my trusty timer, is let's talk about those of you who were thinking about accessing pension scheme at 55 and now been told, well, you've got to wait 2 years. So you've got 8 years warning. Let's chat and talk about how we're going to fund that 2-year gap. What can we do to still make that happen at 55? And my question is always going to be why? What's the big thing about 55? COVID aside, longevity is creeping out. You know, we consider someone who dies at 70 to be quite young. We would expect, and the stats will back, thereabouts, 83, 84, 85. So even when you stop work at 55, potentially you've got 30 years left. Now, not all of that is going to be spent in good health. Drugs are going to be used, and those drugs will keep us going. But we're probably going to have, maybe that first 20 years is real tip-top, 55 to 75, cracking life, do what we want to do. And maybe those next 10 or 15 years and beyond is going to be in maybe some ill health. And maybe we're going to need access to that money. So how we manage money and how we manage clients accessing that money is all important. And that's why when I see a client at 55 who says, I want to rip all my pension out, I'm going to be sitting there going, why? What's the big idea? What's so important that you want to do that? And there may be some of you out there thinking pensions, not worthwhile. But let's look at a pension scheme. Forget the inner guts of where it's invested. If you right now are running your own business and you're stacking up some profits in that business, well, how about that company of yours put some money into a pension for you? It's a business deductible expense, and you therefore going to get corporation tax relief on any money you put into a pension scheme. If you're an employee, or maybe you're a director of your own business and you are receiving a salary, and you decide that as well as the company, you're going to put some of your own money in, well, you're going to get personal tax relief by way of an enhanced contribution. So as a basic rate taxpayer, for example, you put in £80, the government will make that up to 100. And obviously if you're a 40% taxpayer, put in 60, the government will make that up to 100. There's some caveats and everything else, but for the sense of this little broadcast, bear that one in mind. While your money's in your pension scheme, it's growing completely free of tax. You don't have to do a tax return for it. And if you move from asset to asset, or from different investment to different investment within your pension, there's no tax to pay. And And when you come to reach that magic age of 55 or 57, depending on where you are, between now and 2028, you'll be able to take a quarter of what you've built up as tax-free cash. Now you can access the rest, but you'll pay tax on that. So if you're an accountant, pension schemes are a fantastic tax mitigator for your business clients. If you are a basic, higher or additional rate taxpayer, can be a great way to get some of that tax back onto monies, and once it's in there, it's free of tax. Either way, what it does and what I hope it's doing for you now is causing you to have a little scratch on your head. And if you do know of business owners, if you do know of some accountants that are wherever they are, Zoom and lockdown has taught us it doesn't matter where we are now, as long as we can engage via Zoom or check out a video, we can help. Why me? Because I pride myself on what I do and how I do it. I'm very on point, no flim flam. I'm talking to you from my home. There's my fridge. There aren't that many financial advisors out there that would let themselves be seen raw, if you like, from the process of their own home. Normally there's some great shots going on somewhere, maybe even a stack of books behind. You're not going to get that from me. I know what's going on. My job is to try and make it easy to understand. I don't want to detract anyone from their business longer than necessary in order to get things set up and running for you. So please like, share, put it out there. I am actively looking to work with individuals and company owners, and therefore a route to market for me would be accountants. So if you know of any accountants that don't really get on or have a firm relationship with an independent financial advisor, I'd be grateful if you can, put this under their nose and see what they think. Maybe I'm a bit too much in their face for some of their clients, but maybe I'm a great fit. It'd be great to hear. Anyway, as always, if I've piqued your interest, got that grey matter working in terms of retirement, and you were thinking of 55 and now that's been put on hold and that's going to be 57 by the time we reach 2028, give me a call. 01480 384 711. Reach out to me on www.vsassociates.co.uk. I'm on Twitter, my handle is @SmartSax, and I'm on LinkedIn, and you'll be able to find me out there. Fantastic to be back. Next Fridge Talk coming up in a couple of weeks. Be well, stay safe as always, and hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. Take care now. Goodbye.